It's not always
I think
sad, but
definitely,
like, you know,
yeah,
it's just more difficult to like than ever, if you see what I mean.
that is true.
And
That's true.
and let's be real, like we can blame it on the on COVID, but I feel that, you know, there was a lot of things that could have been done to avoid what in the situation that we're in right now. Not sure if you agree or disagree with me on that side.
Well, it's easy to say. Like, I remember a lot of people were saying about Dr. Fauci, United States specifically, that why he didn't do so and so. Similar things have been said about different people in Canada at the very beginning. Why they first said put masks on, and then said don't like they first said don't wear a mask. Is not that effective, and then they said it's pretty effective and whatnot. But to be honest, it was a novel disease, and everyone was figuring it out as they were figuring out more things about it. So I think the more fair assessment of the initial phase was that everyone's figuring it out. At this stage, we have a general understanding of the disease and its symptoms. So I would say some degree. Although in case of Ontario, I do think the government at times it does act a little bit more draconian than most people would like, and but I do think that the executive part of Doug Ford is listening to the experts in this thing. If you look at the news before he did the lockdown, like the opposition was pressuring him that the numbers are going up and so on and so forth, and we're not doing anything about it. So I think you're just between a rock and a hard place. I'm not here
Yeah,
to
I
make
agree.
excuses for the guy, but I do think that you're dealing with a lot of variables, and your opposition also is not as
Yeah,
patient.
I
The
mean,
opposition that might one day say that we're not doing enough, and then when you do something, they can take the opposite position, and because they're not in the spotlight, they can get away with changing their rhetoric.
it's so my take on that is the thing is with me, I'm in a weird spot. So like I don't disagree with him because I agree with him on it's so the numbers linked to what medical expertise are saying,
Mm.
it's 100% true. Like
Mm.
we're in a real situation here. You know what I mean? That you can't, you know, unsee this. Let's say. But the thing is, I would have said that they could have dealt with the situation in a better manner. You know, in a better way. Even though it's difficult to like, you know, make the situation for work for everybody, and I do understand that. It's just I feel that, you know, they had so much time to think the situation. We could have come to a solution that we can live with, let's say, for a couple of months until we figure out or we control those numbers. Because going to a lockdown will put down the numbers, it will decrease them, and getting out of a lockdown will increase them
Mm-hmm.
every time. Because people, let's say actually, let's say the truth. Bottom line, you cannot control people. You know what I mean? Like once you're out of the lockdown, people will go crazy, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think so. They only think in a lockdown that I should get this thing that's essential and that's not that thing that's not essential because they're forced to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If they are not forced to do this, people will go crazy, crazy. Even within a lockdown, I'm seeing some stuff that actually are nowhere near essential, nowhere. And I'm seeing some people that suffer from this because they need to get some essential stuff. And as I said before, like in another episode, and I don't like, you know, I don't like to reference a lot, but I mentioned this because it's very important. So like for let's say kids, you cannot really control what's essential and what's not for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like for kids, you don't know what your kids gonna need tomorrow. You know what I mean?
I see.
And like I'm glad I'm not in that situation right now, but I feel for those who have kids and who can't provide to them the stuff that they need. If you see what I mean.